Chapter 1. Anna Williams leaned out the truck window and let the wind blow her damp auburn hair away from her face. She remembered her grandmother's parting words, "I fear Alabama will suffocate you." With each warm gust of wind, Anna felt a fresh wave of loneliness. The family she had left behind in Illinois seemed a million miles away right now. She had yet to see her new home, but already missed the old one so much she could hardly bear it. "Need to stop?" her husband asked without taking his eyes off the road. "I'm all right." She took a sip of the soda he had bought her at a Texaco station just outside of Birmingham. It wasn't ice cold anymore, but it was better than nothing. A quick glance in Jessie's direction told her nothing had changed. Not yet, anyway, but she was hoping and praying. Jessie had what radio newsmen at the front called the 30-yard stare. A vacant, somber gaze. It had settled onto his face like a heavy fog and hovered there for the past year. Even though her husband wasn't a soldier, flat feet and hardship had kept him out of the service. He was fighting a battle just the same. Some men collapse under the weight of a failing farm, but Jessie had stood firm, sadly for both of them, by turning to stone. Now he had decided that the only way to revive their farm was to leave it behind, at least for a while. He was driving them away from everything and everybody they loved, but Anna was determined not to cry in front of her husband. She had to believe that somewhere deep down he still had a heart, and she didn't want to break it by letting him know just how desolate she felt. She looked out her window and took in the countryside. Alabama was so green, 1,000 shades of it. Everywhere you looked were towering pines, their branches thick with needles that faded from deep olive to sage to pale chartreuse at the very tips. With the truck windows down, Anna could occasionally catch the heady fragrance of honeysuckle, which draped the fence lines and mounded so heavily in spots that it threatened to take down the barbed wire and liberate the cows. The lush pastures made a thick carpet of grass that looked like emerald velvet. You couldn't look at grass like that and smell its perfume without wondering what it would be like to stop the truck, strip off your sweaty clothes, and lie down in a bed of cool green sweetness. That had to be a sin, and it would likely stampede the livestock. Anna thought to herself that this southern landscape didn't so much roll as billow, like a bedsheet fluttering on a clothesline, as the mountains and foothills of Tennessee sank into flatlands around Huntsville, only to soar up again just above Birmingham. The pickup was headed down a 2-lane highway that had carried the couple straight through the Magic City. That's what the radio announcers called Birmingham, though Anna had no idea why. And now she and Jessie were getting their first glimpse of rural Shelby County, where they would be living for the next couple of years. "Help me watch for a dirt road off to the right." Jessie was turning off the Birmingham highway and onto a country blacktop. "It's supposed to have a sign by it that says Talmadge Loop or something like that." They drove past several white clapboard churches and what Anna guessed were cotton fields. She spotted a soybean field or two. At least that much was familiar. "There it is," she said, pointing to a crooked wooden sign nailed to a fence post. Jessie followed what did indeed appear to be a big loop, more a half-moon of a road, really, connected to the county highway at each end. It was sprinkled with houses, some noticeably nicer than others. Anna saw a yard full of children, colored and white, playing around a tire swing in front of a rickety little house. The walls looked as if they would collapse like a line of dominoes if you so much as leaned against them. "I thought they didn't believe in mixing down here," she said absently, though she knew Jessie wouldn't answer.